Hello everyone, welcome to my channel TQ, the Textile Tale, and here I am with another episode of Understanding Fabric. And today I'm gonna talk about a very important, very popular and vastly used fabric, viscose, which is always thought, because of its natural origin, it is thought that it is a natural fabric. Whereas the reality is not the same. I would not say other way around, because it is not, but it is not the same. So why I'm saying this? That's the question. And if you want to really know the insight of it, stick together. See, viscose, as we know, is from plant origin. It is made out of wood pulp. That means it's not synthetic, but the procedure which is followed to make wood pulp to yarn and then the fabric is a synthetic process. So because of its natural origin, having cellulose as its content, it's very much like cotton. Very much like cotton means it's breathable, good. It is very smooth, that is very good. It is good for skin, that is very good. And also it is biodegradable. That means it is supposed to be a sustainable fabric. Wait, all sounds good, but there is something which is hidden behind it. And that is the process of making it. The process of wood shreds to be able to worn as garment. There is a manufacturing process which is not making it a sustainable garment or sustainable fabric at all. Here we go step by step. First, the raw material is wood. Wood is taken from plants like soy, sugarcane, and trees like bamboo, like cheer, pines, many kind of plants. What happens, because it is a cheaper fabric, people are using this as replace of silk. And it is much more cheaper than silk. It is being used very vastly to meet their demands. Developing countries like China, India, Indonesia, where it is being made, they are ruthlessly cutting their forests, and which is causing afforestation, a big question of being sustainable fabric, because if a product which is taking away all of our ancient forests just for the sake of making fabric is not a sustainable method. Here I would like to add that in the procedure of making viscose, 70% of the plant is wasted. Only 30% is being used. So that makes another big question why it cannot be called a sustainable fabric. Here is not the end. This is just the beginning. Then comes the procedure of extruding yarn from the plant. As we know, for to make viscose, the wood is shredded, made into pulp, extruded into yarn, and then yarn is woven into fabric. At tree stage, we know how it is harming our planet. Now there comes extrusion of the yarn from the wood. What happens in factory? Viscose, to make viscose, the wood shreds are taken to the factory. They dissolved into a chemical called carbon sulfide, CS2. This chemical is very, very hazardous chemical itself first. Secondly, when it is being dissolved with wood pulp, it leaves a lot of sulfur oxide gas, which is the same gas which can cause acid rain. So you know, only the second procedure of making the yarn is already a very bad impact on the environment, because it is now causing the air pollution. Second, then comes the third procedure, extruding that wood pulp into yarn. That has to go from a acid bath. Here is the third question mark. That acid actually H2SO4, which is generally called tejab, what you call it. So gandhak tejab, it has to be extruded through to become a fiber again. That acid bath, which is used once, is not going to be used twice to make the fabric. So that is being discarded into the river, any river close by to the factory. So that is again a big question mark on the procedure. And this is so very harmful to the ecosystem of the water bodies around the factory that you can't even imagine. Here comes the third hazard. The people who are living around that factory, they are born with mental disabilities, physical disabilities, respiratory diseases, many other kind of diseases they are actually either born with or they are suffering through, apart from cancer, which is being majorly recorded in the employees of the viscose making factories, where they are in direct touch of the acid bath and yarn and washing the yarn and things like that. So though it is a very sustainable fiber, though it is made out of natural fiber, though it is good to skin and to body, though it is a cheaper version, a very nice fabric with a nice fall, nice luster and nice feel, it has to be avoided by us for being used. Now, just because the procedure of making viscose makes it unsustainable, the fabric is sustainable and the method is not, and to bridge that gap, if at all we as a makers of viscose, we take care that enough of trees are planted, afforestation is solved, the air which is being polluted, if they treat SO2 within the plant, given that acid bath and other chemicals which are being used are recovered 100%, and they give proper medication and working condition to their workers, it can be a sustainable fiber, but provided these 4 things. So if there is a government policy or a policy which is being worldwide followed, if we have something like that to make this sustainable fabric sustainable forever, these are the things has to be taken care. And apart from this, as I always say, to make this world sustainable, we have to stop buying. We have to learn not to buy things which we don't need. If we collectively had made already quite a bit of mistake of buying a lot than required, we'll have to stop this. So hope I am able to solve your query that viscose, it Self is a sustainable garment, sustainable fabric, but the procedure of making viscose makes it non-sustainable. So, the final line is go sustainable, love your earth, make it a livable place, and be informed. Thank you. Do come on another side of this episode. I am making this similar video for the bamboo yarn. This will be a series of videos where I'll be talking one fiber at a time for the next few sessions. Thank you.